Hey, what's up? It's Tati, and I'm back with another review of ROH TV. This is episode 5, and this is the day before the Supercard of Honor pay-per-view. And so there's two things that were different today. One of that being that the show started at 9 o'clock. For what reason, I have no idea. But I got a chance to watch Bloodsport before watching ROH. Now, another difference was that it wasn't filmed at the Universal Studios where they've been filming all the past other episodes. We did have this in St. Louis, so this was before Dynamite that this was filmed. So it had a different feel rather than being in a really small arena compared to, what we normally see. But even though I do feel like they did work the crowd really, really well, and they were very responsive, even though people were still just coming into the arena, so there wasn't like all the seats filled or whatever. You can visibly see that on camera, but they still put a really great show, and the crowd was loving everything that they got from the guys. First match of the night was Ari Daivari and Tony Nese versus Aussie Open. A really great way to start up the show, and no lie, since ROH TV, I really have a appreciation for the varsity athletes, Mark Sterling, Slim J, like all these guys. I know we're always used to seeing them just being heels that are losing every week, but honestly, they just come off so much better on ROH TV. I was rooting for Aussie Open to win this match because they did a tremendous job last week, but they did a really great job this week against Ari and Tony. Yes, we did have some interference with Mark Sterling, if you could even call it that, because it doesn't really change the landscape of the match to me, but they worked really, really well together, and I feel like this whole show was put together really, really well, especially to get people hyped up for the Supercard of Honor pay-per-view. Really great way to start off the show. I really do feel like Ari and Tony Nese, they have really great chemistry together as a tag team, but they did fall short, but they win. Aussie Open does end up winning, and now I'm kind of hoping that maybe they will win the Reach for the Sky ladder match. They're just a tremendous tag team. Next, we had Miyu Yamashita versus Sasha McKenzie. There's not much to talk about with this match because honestly, I felt like these two girls, they do have a lot of skills, but they didn't have chemistry in this match. So it didn't really feel so great coming right off that first match with Aussie Open and Ari and Tony. So you really felt a lack of chemistry between these two. Throughout the match, the crowd was really for Sasha to win. That did not happen. Miyu ended up taking the win. I didn't really like this. I just felt like they just didn't have much together in the ring. So you can really skip this match. Up next, we had the Embassy versus JD Griffey, Dak Draper, and Arjun Singh. So what can I say about this? It was quick, okay? And I really feel like we've already only seen 2 matches with the Embassy prior to this, and those matches were quick as well. I know, like, having quick matches with a group of big dudes will just make them look dominant, but I feel like you can get away with that when you've had enough matches and people have already, seen what you have as a team. I feel like we have barely seen anything with the Embassy. So having quick matches does not help them look good, in my opinion. It was super quick. Brian Cage was in the match for the majority of the time. And man, I just don't know, man. If they don't win, if they don't retain the titles at the pay-per-view tomorrow, it won't even matter to me. Anyway, the Embassy takes the win. I love having Prince Nana ringside. He's a really great manager. He has a lot of enthusiasm, and he brings something for them that, the others seem to be lacking, which is personality. I just wish they'd do something else with the 6-man tag championships. I don't like this. Next, we had Metalik and AR Fox versus the Infantry. Oh, Jesus. Next, we had Metalik and AR Fox versus the Infantry. This was a really great match, and I'm going to say for the millionth time, ROH Tag Division is so good. Way better than AEW. Whoever is helping them out over there, come to AEW and fix what's going on there. Like, the difference with their divisions, tag divisions, is night and day. I really enjoyed this match. One thing I can say is that the infantry, they have experience as a tag team, so that really showed throughout this match. And with them having so much experience with each other, it did make Metalik and AR Fox lack of experience as a tag team together show throughout the match. I don't want to say that's a bad thing, but I do think that it was noticeable at some point. But they have been working together these past few weeks, so obviously time will make that better. But I really did enjoy this match. Nobody was heel coming into this match, no feud or anything, just two teams come together and putting on a really great match. There was a little mistake in the match that they made. They quickly regrouped and just continued, and the crowd was feeling it. Whatever Metalik is wearing, every time he took off his jacket, and I was just like, whoa, what is that? He just had this gold outfit. It just don't look so great when you're watching it from the TV. I think that if he and AR Fox and Blake Christian are going for the 6-man tag, they really probably should get some ring gear that is like matching in some type of way. They do feel like trios that were just thrown together, but they work well together. I'm getting besides the point. Great match with these two teams. I really did enjoy it. However, AR Fox and Metalik did take the win. I love ROH. Next, we have Athena versus Emi Sakura, and this was probably the best match of the night. Maybe. It was so good. One of the best women's match I've seen this year, you know, even though we're just like 3 months in, but they work so well. And look, Emi Sakura, she's had consistently great matches since the start of the year, helping getting people go over. And also, it also brings like a spotlight to her too, because she's doing so well that, you know, you want to see her win. And this match here really showed, like, if Athena would, so for storyline purposes, if Athena lost, it wouldn't be great. But because of a great job Emi Sakura did, like, if she would have won, it really would have felt well deserved. These two have really great chemistry. Athena, she's been evolving since she's been in AEW. Well, since she's had the ROH title, she's really been evolving to a really great heel character. And I really love the direction that they're going with her. I really recommend watching this match. These two girls really tore the house down with this. Now, for tomorrow, the pay-per-view, we do have Athena versus Yuka Sakazaki. After Athena obviously retains after this match, but still, go watch it. Yuka comes out, and she's wearing like the baggiest outfit I've ever seen. She comes out, but she looks so cute though. And now Yuka and Athena, they fighting in the ring. We have security and refs coming out to help separate these girls, like as if it was like Mark Henry and Brock Lesnar in the ring, and they're having trouble separating Yuka, who's probably not even 100 pounds, from Athena. That right there was unbelievable, but it was entertaining at the same time. I really think that that moment, even though Yuka is so small, I just still feel like that moment really kind of made her look coming up strong, you know, right before the pay-per-view. But it was still a little bit unbelievable, because it's like, how are these big security guards not able to separate these two girls? It was absolutely insane, but I really love the entertainment. I am looking forward to see the match with these two girls tomorrow, but definitely I don't see Yuka winning. Next, we had 8-man tag team match with 4 out of the 5 teams that's going to be on the Reach for the Sky ladder match. So we had Rouge and Drilistico and the Kingdom versus Top Flight and the Lucha Brothers. Now, I'm really glad they put this together, because this was a taste of what we'll see tomorrow without the ladder. But just to see all 8 of these guys in the ring, they really had great chemistry together. And like I said, ROH is doing a fantastic job with the tag division. I really feel like we've gotten to see all these teams coming in strong going into the pay-per-view, and tonight was an opportunity to see how well they all work together, all in one ring, minus, one team. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember who the hell the other team is. Either way, this was a great match. I really enjoyed this. Now, throughout the match, you can't really tell who is looking better because everybody just looked really well. It wasn't messy for there to be 8 men, and at times we had all guys in the ring, and I really appreciate what they did. They're working really, really hard, and it's making it really, really tough to pick like who should win that ladder match tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but I really do love the chemistry, and I do expect something really special with that match, especially since we have a lot of high flyers coming into that match. So I do have high expectations on how well that would go. I'll have my predictions later about who I think will win that match. But either way, I was really surprised that the Kingdom and LFI end up taking the win. I kind of felt like it just happened out of nowhere. Like, we really had great chemistry with everyone, but then quickly, right at the end, within the last minute or so, LFI took control for their team and ended up winning. Everyone looks great heading into this pay-per-view. ROH is doing a really great job. And yes, this is one of those matches from tonight I do recommend going to look at. Next, we have Wheeler Yuta versus Leon Ruffin for the Pure Championship. And you guys, this match was only 5 minutes, but it was a great 5 minutes. Honestly, I know they want Wheeler Yuta to come off strong going into pay-per-view, but I do feel like if this was at least 10 minutes, it would have been even better than what it was. Leon really held his own. Only thing here is that he used his rope breaks really, really fast. So he used all 3 of them. Maybe like within 4 minutes, and then we also got to see Wheeler Yuta really looking so dominant in this match. Like, he's really, really nailing the whole Pure Championship rules thing, and I really feel a little worried for him against Shibata at the pay-per-view. I do have high expectations for that match. Absolutely, we've really gotten to see Wheeler Yuta really evolve into a tremendous wrestler. But we got to see a lot of great stuff from Leon, even though it was pretty quick. I did enjoy this match. We did obviously have better matches of the night. After that, we do have Wheeler Yuta, who is expecting to see Shibata. Shibata does come out. He looks really, really good. And then Wheeler Yuta is talking shit on the mic. Shibata takes the microphone from him and throws it out the ring, and they're just having a little stare down before Wheeler Yuta gets out the ring. I am so looking forward to that match. It's going to be so great. Next, we have Blake Christian versus El Hijo del Vikingo, and this was a really great match. I really enjoyed this. So I don't know if I would say this was better than Athena with Emmy, but it's definitely up there. I enjoyed this match. One thing that I really enjoyed was Blake Christian being really competitive, knowing how the fans was going to receive El Hijo de Vikingo, because he came off that really amazing match with Kenny Omega. So he was getting a lot of cheers from the crowd throughout this match. So he didn't want to, look like he was getting outshined by Vikingo. So he was really being competitive, and they worked really, really well together in this match. They did have really great chemistry. I truly enjoyed this. But because we do have El Hijo de Vikingo being on the pay-per-view tomorrow, putting his title on the line against Commander, I could see why it was best for him to win this match. But Blake Christian really held his own. I really enjoyed this. Honestly, I would just recommend just watching this whole episode. ROH has been really consistent with giving really great matches compared to other wrestling shows that we're watching throughout the week. Well, for me, I just feel like they're doing well consistently with having majority of their matches being either like a B or A, and I really enjoy this. Pay-per-view is going to be super good tomorrow. For the main event, we had Eddie Kingston versus Christopher Daniels. Now, the audience was torn between these two, so you'll be hearing cheers for both these guys. They put on a really great match. Both these guys have a lot of respect for each other, a lot of experience with each other. So, you know, Eddie Kingston, he knows going into this pay-per-view, he has to go strong. So Christopher Daniels was definitely the best opponent for him going into this pay-per-view, because the last match, Eddie Kingston match was like 5 minutes or so. It was so quick, and these quick matches, especially when you're going for gold at a pay-per-view, should not... It's not a good look. So this was definitely a great way to have Eddie Kingston going into this match. Now, I do feel like with this match, it's almost like Christopher Daniels kind of didn't realize like how tough of a competitor Eddie Kingston is, and he's so hungry for the ROH title. Like, he was really showing out tonight. They did put a really great show together, but Eddie Kingston ends up taking the win, which is the right call going into this pay-per-view. After that match, we do have Claudio, who comes out, and this is after Eddie Kingston was on the mic for like 40 minutes talking, right? And Claudio comes out, and Eddie's like, you know what, I want to fight right now. He tells the referee to come in the ring the bell. Referee comes in, ref looking like, what should I do? Claudio's taking his shirts off, and I have to say this, Claudio looks so fucking good. He's just, his body is just like something you would see like in a museum or something. Like, I just absolutely was blown away with how great he looks. But anyway, he looks great. He takes his shirts off, and he's ready. He looks like he's ready to start a match with Eddie. And then right when fans are probably thinking they're going to get this, then Claudio rolls out the ring and leave, and everybody's booing and everything, and it was so good. Eddie Kingston is still talking on the mic for like another 5-10 minutes or whatever. You know how he is. And I'm really excited to see this match. I do have high expectations for this as well. Obviously, this is the biggest title in ROH, so they really have to put something really well. The chemistry that these guys have, whether they hate each other or not, it's good for TV. It's good for wrestling. So I really like how they've incorporated their real life situations into this storyline to make it really believable and something that the fans can really get behind. I love it so much. It was a great way to close out the show. Guys, if you don't have an Honor Club membership, I personally would say it's great, because, you know, the live shows that they have, I'm sorry, not live shows, the weekly shows that they have every week has been consistently great. If you want to see great wrestling, great matches, a membership will be worth it. However, they only have really content of past ROH matches and events and shows, which is a little bit of the downfall, because that's the only thing that they have aside from these weekly shows. I wish they could give something else. Now, with them being in the arena, a big arena for their episode today, they really did a great job, and I really hope that they move forward to using the bigger arenas to do their show, and hopefully the TV network would say, you know what, we'll do something with ROH and have them on, I don't know, Saturdays or whatever time of the week, and that would be the best thing for them. I don't know how long the Honor Club will last, because the only thing that would really truly keep the Honor Club running is their weekly shows, and I do think it's really great, but for some people, they don't want to buy another streaming service. But for now, it's worth it to me. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow with the results to the Supercard of Honor pay-per-view. Bye.